children, in the last video we studied about unit, the different systems of unit as well as measurement, and today we are going to study about measurement of length. We know length is one of the fundamental quantity and SI unit of length is meter. SI unit of length is meter. Then how will you define 1 meter? So 1 meter is the path travelled by light in vacuum during a time interval of 1 by 3 into 10 raised to 8 of a second. So 1 meter is the path travelled by light in vacuum. Light in vacuum during a time interval of 1 by 3 into 10 raised to 8 of a second. That is taken as 1 meter. So 1 meter is equivalent to the path travelled by light in vacuum during a time interval of 1 by 3 into 10 raised to 8 of a second. Okay, and we know that there are so many units for length. Okay, so for the smaller distance we can use centimeter, meter, like that, and for larger distance, in order to measure large distance we have to use some other units. Okay, so for that first one is astronomical unit. Astronomical unit. This is one of the largest unit of length. Okay, and this one astronomical unit is equal to the average distance between the sun and the earth. So this astronomical unit is equivalent to the average distance between the center of the earth to the center of the sun. And this one astronomical unit is equivalent to 1.5 into 10 raised to 11 meter, because meter is the standard unit. So when we are converting AU into meter, it will be 1.5 into 10 raised to 11 meter, and this astronomical unit is the average distance between the center of the earth to center of the sun. Okay, then another one larger unit for length is light year. Light year. So 1 light year is the distance travelled by light in vacuum in 1 year. The distance travelled by light in vacuum in 1 year can be called as 1 light year, and this 1 light year is equivalent to 9.46 into 10 raised to 15 meter. So this is also another one larger unit of length. Then third one is parsec. Parsec. So 1 parsec is the distance at which an arc of length 1 astronomical unit subtends an angle of 1 second. So I will be drawing here. Suppose there is an arc of length 1 astronomical unit. Okay. So 1 astronomical unit is actually the distance between, average distance between the center of the earth to center of the sun. Suppose here is the earth and this is sun, and this average distance between center of earth and center of sun is taken as 1 astronomical unit. And suppose this arc subtends an angle of 1 second, then this much distance can be called as 1 parsec. So 1 parsec is the distance at which an arc of length 1 astronomical unit subtends an angle of 1 second. That is called as 1 parsec. So 1 parsec is the distance at which an arc of length 1 astronomical unit subtends an angle of 1 second. And this 1 parsec is equivalent to 3.1 into 10 raised to 16 meter. Okay, so 1 parsec equals 3.1 into 10 raised to 16 meter, and this 1 parsec is equivalent to 3.26 light year. That is the relation between parsec and light year. So 1 parsec equals 3.26 light year, and similarly 1 light year equals 6.3 into 10 raised to 4 astronomical unit. So this is the relation connecting light year and astronomical unit. So we studied about three larger units of length. First one is astronomical unit, second one light year, and third one is parsec. Okay. Now we have some other units also, like inch. 1 inch. 1 inch equals 0.0254 meter. Inch is another one unit. This is not the larger unit of length. So smaller unit only. So 1 inch equals 0.0254 meter. Similarly, 1 foot equals 0.3048 meter. 48 meter. And similarly, another one, 1 mile equals 1.609 into 10 raised to 3 meter. So these are some other units of length. Clear? Now, very small distances can be measured in some other units called micron. That is 1 micrometer equals 10 raised to minus 6 meter. Smaller unit of length. Then another one is 1 nanometer. 1 nanometer is equivalent to 10 raised to minus 9 meter. Then another 1 Fermi. 1 Fermi equals 10 raised to minus 15 meter. Then another 1 angstrom. 1 angstrom equals 10 raised to minus 10 meter. So these are some of the smaller units for length. So in order to measure smaller distance, we can use these units. Clear? And similarly, meter scale. We are using meter scale to measure distance from 10 raised to minus 3 meter to 10 square meter. That means 100 meter. So from 10 raised to minus 3 meter to 10 square meter, we can use meter scale to measure distance. And this vernier calipers is another one instrument to measure distance. So vernier calipers is used to measure distance up to 10 raised to minus 4 meter. Up to 10 raised to minus 4 meter, we can measure vernier calipers. This is meter scale, and second one vernier calipers. And even smaller distance can be measured using screw gauge. Screw gauge and spirometer. Screw gauge and spirometer can be used to measure distance up to 10 raised to minus 5 meter. 10 raised to minus 5 meter. So from 10 raised to minus 3 meter to 10 square, we can use meter scale. And even smaller distance up to 10 raised to minus 4, we can use vernier calipers. And even smaller up to 10 raised to minus 5 meter, we can use screw gauge to measure distance. Okay. Then in practicals and all, you have to study vernier calipers and screw gauge. So I will be telling how to measure in vernier calipers and screw gauge. In vernier calipers, so it is an instrument to measure smaller distance like length of a block, diameter of a cylinder, etc. And this vernier calipers mainly have two scales. First one is MSR, main scale reading. Main scale reading, and VSR, vernier scale reading. Vernier scale reading. So it is having two scales, MSR and VSR. So first of all, I am drawing a rough diagram here. Okay, suppose this is the main scale. So this is 0. Suppose somewhere here I am putting 1, 2, 3. More length will be there, but I am drawing only this much. This is the main scale here, and I am drawing another one vernier scale here. Suppose this is a vernier scale. So this is a main scale, and this one is a vernier scale. Vernier scale, and in this vernier scale we have 10 divisions. So 10 divisions are here. Suppose starting from somewhere here 0 will be here, like that 1, 2, then 5, the last one is 10. Like that 10 divisions will be here. Okay, and here I told you in main scale, so we have 0, here it is 1, and in between 0 and 1 we have 10 divisions. So like that, in between 0 and 1 we have 10 divisions, and this much is taken as 1 centimeter. So this much is 1 centimeter. 1 centimeter. That means the value of one main scale will be how much? How much it will be? So 1 millimeter. So value of one main scale. Value of one main scale. One main scale reading equals 1 millimeter. Because here first one is 1 millimeter, then 2 millimeter, like that 10 millimeter constitute 1 centimeter. We know 10 millimeter equals 1 centimeter. So here the magnitude of one main scale division or value of one main scale division is equal to how much here? 1 millimeter. That is taken as pitch. It can be called as pitch. So pitch equals how much? 1 millimeter. So pitch means value of one main scale division or magnitude of one main scale division. So each one main scale division will be how much? 1 millimeter. Clear? Then how many vernier scale divisions are here? 0 to 10. 10 divisions are there. Okay. So number of vernier scale divisions. Number of vernier scale divisions, VSD, equals how much? 10. Okay. So number of vernier scale division is 10. We need to find out first the least count of this vernier caliper. So least count means it is the least measurement in any instrument. The least measurement in any instrument can be called as which one? Least count. So here also I have to find the least count. So least count of vernier calipers. Least count of vernier calipers. Equals, formula is one main scale division divided by number of vernier scale divisions. That is one main scale division. What is the magnitude of one main scale division? 1 millimeter. That is 1 millimeter divided by how many vernier scale divisions are here? 10. So 1 millimeter by 10, that is equivalent to 0.1 millimeter. But in vernier calipers always we are measuring distance in centimeter only. Okay, so here this much is 1 centimeter. Okay, so you have to convert this into centimeter. You will be getting as 0.01 centimeter. Okay, so this much is the least count of vernier calipers. So how we are finding least count is the magnitude of one main scale division divided by number of vernier scale divisions. That is 1 millimeter divided by 10. So 1 millimeter is the magnitude of one value. One main scale value is how much? 1 millimeter. So 1 millimeter divided by 10, you will be getting 0.1 millimeter or 0.01 centimeter. Then how will we measure this one is, suppose I want to measure the diameter of a cylinder. Okay, so we will be getting two readings here. I told you MSR, main scale reading is there, as well as vernier scale division. Both will be there. Both we have to measure. This main scale reading is the reading just before the zero of the vernier. Suppose I am putting here 1, then 0. Okay, so see here, this is the 0 of the vernier. Just before the 0 of the vernier, what is the value in main scale? That is taken as the main scale reading. So see here 1.5. So this is 1.5 only. So this point is 1.5. So you will be getting the main scale reading as how much here? 1.5. That is, the main scale reading is the value just before the 0 of the vernier. So this is the 0 of the vernier. Just before that 0 we have the value 1.5. So 1.5 is the MSR. And VSD means any one vernier scale division will be coinciding with the main scale value. So here we have 10 readings. 10 divisions are there, and any one of the 10 divisions will be equally coinciding. It will be coinciding with which one? This main scale. Suppose I am getting this fourth one. Fourth one is directly coinciding. The fourth reading is coinciding with the main scale, means we have to take this vernier scale division as 4. Suppose fifth reading is coinciding, means we can write as 5. Suppose 10th reading means you can write here 10. So it may be value from 0 to 10. So any number from 0 to 10. That is the coinciding value in the vernier with which one? With MSR. So it may be a number from 0 to 10. Okay. So we will be getting 1.5, then 4. Then how will you find the total reading? We need to find diameter. Okay. So diameter of the cylinder. So diameter equal to, how we are finding is MSR plus VSD into LC. VSD into LC. So this is the formula. MSR plus VSD into LC. That is MSR here is 1.5 plus VSD is 4. You have to put a bracket here. 1.5 plus 4 into least count is how much? 0.01. So you will be getting 1.54 because this is 0.04. So 0.04 plus 1.5 is 1.54. So you will be getting the diameter as how much here? 1.54 centimeter. We are getting readings in centimeter in which one? Vernier calipers. Okay, so this is the way we are finding readings in vernier calipers. Here we have two scales, main scale reading as well as vernier scale division. So main scale reading is the value of main scale just before the vernier, just before the 0 of the vernier. Okay, and vernier scale is the coinciding value with which one? MSR. The coinciding value of vernier scale with the main scale. And which one is coinciding more? That is taken as VSD. Then we can put the formula here and you will be getting the diameter or any other length. Okay, this is about vernier calipers. And least count is 0.01 centimeter. And least count is the least measurement in any instrument, can be called as the least count. Next is screw gauge. So even smaller distance can be measured using screw gauge. For example, thickness of wire, that can be measured using screw gauge. And the screw gauge also will be having two scales as head scale division as well as pitch scale reading, PSR. PSR means pitch scale reading, and this one is head scale division. So before finding the value, first of all here also we have to find least count. So least count is the least measurement in any instrument. So we have to find the least count here. So first of all I am drawing a rough diagram of this one, screw gauge. This is actually the head scale. This is a rotating part. This part is rotating. This 0, this is 5, this is 95. I told you in mains this is a head scale division. So in the head scale division we have 100 readings. 100 readings are there. So when we are rotating, no, it may go from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that 95, 96, 97, 99 and 100. 100 divisions are there. So number of vernier head scale divisions are, is equal to 100. 100 divisions are there. And another one reading here we can see that is called as pitch scale reading. So this is pitch scale reading, PSR. So here the 0 of the pitch scale can be seen here, 0. Okay. So this is a pitch scale reading. Okay. So first of all, in order to find least count, what we are doing is, first of all this 0 of head scale and 0 of pitch scale should be coincident. Okay. Then we have to rotate this head scale 5 times. So first of all, one time when we are rotating, no, we can see one more division here. So in the first case, after one rotation, here suppose this is a 0, and one more division we can see after one rotation. Then again we are doing another one, second rotation. So after second rotation we can see one more division here. So two divisions we can, it is visible. This is a 0, This one is 0 and 2 more divisions we can see. And again for third rotation we can see one more division here. And for fourth rotation we can see one more division here. And for fifth division we can see one more division. That means we will be getting 5 divisions here. Okay, so after fifth rotation the pitch scale will be like this. So after 0 we will be getting 5 divisions. That means after 5 rotations we will be getting 5 divisions in the pitch scale. Okay. So here number of rotations. How many rotations I made? Number of rotations. Number of rotations on head scale. Head scale is how much? 5. 5 rotation. So in this 5 rotation, what is the distance moved by the pitch scale? So distance moved in pitch scale. Pitch scale is how much? 5 millimeter. Here we are getting answers or measurements in millimeter. So we will be getting 5 millimeter. Then least count, how we are finding is least count equals, then first of all you have to find pitch. After pitch only we can find least count. So pitch equals distance moved divided by number of rotations. Number of rotations. That is equivalent to distance moved is how much here? 5 millimeter divided by how many rotations are there? 5. So you will be getting how much here? 1 millimeter. So pitch we got as how much here? 1 millimeter. Now we have to find which one? Least count. Least count. So least count formula is pitch divided by number of divisions on head scale. Divisions on head scale. That is equivalent to pitch is how much here? 1. 1 divided by what is the number of divisions in head scale? 100 are there. 1 by 100. That is equivalent to 0.01. Which unit is here? Millimeter. So 0.01 millimeter is the least count of which one? The screw gauge. Clear? So in screw gauge we are measuring distance in which unit only? In millimeter. Okay. Now we know about least count of screw gauge. It is 0.01 millimeter. Next we have to study about zero error and zero correction. So first of all I am drawing a screw gauge here. So this is the head scale. And suppose 0 of the pitch scale is coming here. So this is 0 here. And when we are first rotating, then we are initializing this instrument. So at that time, suppose I am getting like this. 0 of the head scale is coming here. And here I am getting 95. And here 90. That means 0 of the head scale is above which one? 0 of the pitch scale. So in this condition, 0 error. That means there is an error here. Suppose there is no error means this 0 and this 0 should coincide. Okay. So whenever initializing, suppose this 0, head scale 0 and pitch scale 0 is coinciding means there may not be any error. Okay. But here we can see that 0 of the head scale is above the 0 of pitch scale. So in that condition, 0 error can be taken as minus 5. How many divisions are here? 5. Suppose 4 division means minus 4. Suppose 3 division means minus 3. And 0 correction means just opposite. Which one? Plus 5. So 0 correction is plus 5. Actually for measurement we need 0 correction only. So we have to remember whenever 0 of the head scale is above the 0 of the pitch scale, then 0 correction is always positive. Plus how many divisions are here? So plus 5. If both the zeros are coinciding means there is no error. 0 error will be 0 only. Okay. Similarly, suppose when I am initializing, I am getting like this. 0 is coming here down. 0 is coming here. And here suppose I am getting 5 and here I am getting 10. So for when initializing we are getting like this means the 0 of the head scale comes below the 0 of which one? Pitch scale. So now what is 0 error here? 0 error is taken as just opposite of this one, plus 5. Plus 5, then 0 correction will be minus 5. Okay, this one only we need. That means whenever the zero of the head scale is below the zero of pitch scale, then the correction will be minus. Whenever zero of the head scale is above the zero of pitch scale, then the correction is plus. Like that you have to identify. So whenever both the zeros are coinciding, so here also 0 is coming and 5, 95. Like this coming means 0 error will be 0 only. 0 error equals 0. As well as 0 correction also will be 0. Now, one example how we are measuring using this screw gauge. Suppose I am measuring the thickness of a wire. Thickness of a wire using which one? The screw gauge. And we have two readings here. Pitch scale reading is there as well as head scale. Head scale division. Then third, one more column will be coming here. Corrected HSD. Corrected HSD means we have to include the zero correction also here. Okay. The last column only which one? Reading. That means suppose diameter means you have to find the diameter here. Diameter of wire. Diameter of wire like that. And here suppose I am getting, when we are taking the reading, if you are finding the thickness of the wire, suppose I am getting PSR value. PSR value means how much readings are coming here. Suppose 0 is coming here and we are getting 2 divisions. 2 divisions here means PSR value will be 2. Suppose I am getting 3 divisions here means PSR value will be 3. Like that. So suppose I am getting PSR value as 2 and corresponding this HSR value I am getting as somewhat 84. So 84 I am getting, and here see the 0 is, I am taking one error also here, see. So this is pitch scale 0 and suppose I am taking 0 here and here I am getting 95 and here 90. Then what is the error? 0 error. 0 error is minus 5 and 0 correction. 0 correction equals plus 5. Plus 5. Okay, this already we found out. Okay, after finding the 0 correction only we are doing this thing. We are finding the measurement. So we got us 2 as well as HSD I am getting as 84. Now corrected HSD means this whatever HSD we are getting 84 plus what is the correction here? 0 correction is plus 5. Suppose minus 5 we are getting means you have to minus 5 here. So plus 5 we are getting means 84 plus 5. That means 89. Okay, suppose 0 correction is minus 5 means you have to minus 5 here. So 84 minus 5. Like that you have to do corrected HSD. The last column is PSR plus corrected HSD into least count. That means here what is PSR? PSR is 2. 2 plus corrected HSD is how much here? 89 into least count we know 0.01. That means 2 plus 89 into 0.01 is 0.89. That means 2.89 millimeter is the thickness of the particular wire. Okay. So here instead of in vernier calipers we have no column like this corrected HSD, but here we have corrected HSD also. That means you have to include this correction here. Okay. So if it is plus 5 means you have to plus any quantity means you have to add it. Suppose minus means you have to subtract that quantity. Okay. So this much about the screw gauge. So in screw gauge we are measuring in millimeter, in vernier calipers we are measuring in centimeter. Anyway, for practicals it is useful for you. Next one is measurement of length we studied, then measurement of mass. For measuring mass, the larger unit is metric ton. Metric ton. And 1 metric ton is equivalent to 1000 kilogram. 1000 kilogram. And another one larger unit is quintal. 1 quintal equals 100 kg. So these are some of the larger units to measure mass. And another one, the most important, the practically larger unit of mass is which one? Chandrasekhar limit. Chandrasekhar limit. and 1 Chandrasekhar limit equals 1.4 times the mass of sun. 1.4 times the mass of sun. That is 1 Chandrasekhar limit. This is actually the larger unit. Largest unit of mass is which one? Chandrasekhar limit. That is equivalent to 1.4 times the mass of sun. Okay. And the smaller unit of mass can be taken as atomic mass unit. Atomic mass unit. Atomic mass unit is one of the smaller unit. Smaller unit of which one? Mass. And 1 atomic mass unit AMU equals 1.66 into 10 raised to minus 27 kilogram. Because kilogram is the standard unit of which one? Mass. So when you are converting into kilogram, you will be getting 1.66 into 10 raised to minus 27 kg. This is a smaller unit of which one? Mass, atomic mass unit. And larger one is which one? Chandrasekhar limit. And 1 Chandrasekhar limit equals 1.4 times the mass of sun. So that much amount is there. Okay. Next is measurement of time. The SI unit of time is second. And solar day is the time taken by Earth to complete one rotation in its own axis. That is called as one solar day. It is a time taken by Earth to complete one rotation in its own axis. So it is equivalent to 24 hours, we know. 24 hours is one solar day. Similarly, solar year, it is the time taken by Earth to revolve around the sun in its own orbit. So time taken by Earth to revolve around the sun in its own orbit can be called as one solar year. And one solar year equals 365.25 solar days. Solar days. And the smallest unit of time is shake. Shake. And one shake is equivalent to 10 raised to minus 8 seconds. Minus 8 seconds. Then another one is lunar month. It is the time taken by moon to complete one revolution around the earth. The time taken by moon to complete one revolution around the earth is called as lunar month. And one lunar month is equivalent to 27.3 days. Then next is tropical year. One tropical year. So one tropical year is the year in which there is total solar eclipse. So it is the year in which there is total solar eclipse. Total solar eclipse. That is called as one tropical year. Total solar eclipse. Then another one, leap year. Already you know what is leap year. Leap year. Leap year is the year in which February has 29 days, and this year will be divisible by 4 also. Divisible by 4. Divisible by 4, and February has 29 days. That is called as one leap year. Then what is chronometer? Chronometer or chronograph. It is a device to measure time. So chronograph or chronometer is a device to measure time. Okay. So this much only today. So we studied about measurement of length, mass and time. And the remaining portions we can study in the next video.